Okay, we are good to go. I didn't share the stream. I will do that now. I should probably start doing that, but I just do things as I do them. And it's not... it's not conducive for being popular. Like, I'm probably one of the least fucking popular YouTubers. I don't know, man. I say good at this. Oh well, whatever. Alright, so I got the turn. Nomad is looking forward to the end. Cannot blame him. So am I. So are you. So are we. But honestly, it does make me look forward to the next thing, really, like, putting into action the lessons learned. Like, this campaign has revealed a lot. It's really shown how to manage a very large-scale offensive. I do think I think the aircraft battalions at the front were definitely making things harder for us, so we have obviously changed that. That will obviously be rectified, and frankly, we'll see how the situation goes. So we're going to have Hindenburg moved over here. We're going to have our forces moved over here to occupy this position. I really, really want supply here, so, you know what, honestly, do I have a supply in Hindenburg's army? I've got 4, and I definitely need more than 4. Is this supply over here? But it should have been moving via bloody rail. Right, anyway, we'll move it via rail. I'll go ahead and recruit some additional supply wagons over here for the Germans. I really didn't know you could recruit them. And honestly, it just makes such a big difference. Like, maybe that's why I was able to recruit so much artillery and stuff of that nature. Because I just wasn't spending money on other things. So that's fun. Alright, we'll have 2 recruited there. Which is not exactly cheap, actually, but still. We'll go with that. Alright. Yeah, and just generally, we're waiting for the situation to develop. We're going to launch a counterattack over here in the Sinai. Hopefully that goes well. And, yeah, just waiting over here. I did think about actually moving across this position here. I'm doing it with just a cavalry at the moment. But, yeah, we'll see. I'm going to have a cavalry move over here if I can. Now, it's moving via railroad. But it's got to get here, so easier said than done. So it looks like it'll be a little while before it arrives. I'll have it moved over there. I can then have it move forward if I wish to do so. It can take advantage of the bridge over here, then, which would be handy. We have our forces moving in. We did lose our cavalry over here, but frankly, we're looking okay. So what we're going to go ahead and do here, then, is I'll just save it, and then we'll go ahead and execute the turn, I think. I just need that supply. Like, we do have a level 3 depot. I am moving the aircraft back because I do think they are sucking up too much supply. So it'll take some time for the situation to develop properly, but it should be okay. I am moving some additional forces forward over here, sending forces back. We're going to go ahead and launch the assault over here at Trento. We do have 4 calls over here. We also do have calls nearby to assist with that as well. So once we get the supply situation sorted over here, it should be a lot better. Like, this is the thing, I just don't have supply in these depots, and that's because it's all being sucked up right now. But in the near future, we will have that situation rectified. If I can get Trento as well, that will definitely help, because I have, like, another big depot there. Well, it's a depot. It's well, it's not really. I could do a building a depot over there at Trento, perhaps, but it's another rail line to bring additional supplies in, perhaps. And then if I could take this city over here, that'd be great to get a depot. But we'll see. The Italians have built up in strength, but honestly, if we're defending for the time being, that's not too bad. I can at least inflict losses. Hopefully we take Trento today, and then we're good. I do have an army command moving over here as well to the south, as well as an actual army. So that's good. Yeah, that command will be there in about 2 days. Have them take command of the forces here. I think I'll combine these for now. The reason being just so I have them as a proper army when the army commander does arrive, and then they'll all be there looking lovely jubbly. And I do have some British supplies actually over here. Rather interesting. Oh yes, they were the ones we captured over this way. Excellente. But yeah, we're holding on over here. He's recovered some of the actual strength there, but I think that's just due to the fact that we've loaded in. He has what appears to be supply wagons coming across, but frankly, that's not going to keep him going for long, so I've just got to hold the port over here. You've heard of holding the fort? Have you heard of holding the port? And we do have an army on its way. 23 days until it arrives. And then what I can go ahead and do is have it pushed up down this way. And in fairness, I think I will have it pushed up this way. 28 days until it's in this position here. I've got 42% control over there, so in fact I can go over there. 29 days, so 2 turns will be here. We've got supply wagons. These supply wagons I'll then have sent over here to Europe, really, where they can actually be used. Or maybe I go ahead and just eradicate Arabia, but we'll see. I'm going to go forward here and execute the turn. So do all hope you're doing well. We'll potentially send out the high seas fleets in the near future, see how that situation develops. Okay. But again, hope you're all doing well. The campaign really is entering into its final stages. I was thinking actually I was thinking earlier today actually, maybe I should have had von Mackensen actually tried to make a push on Paris, but then I'm like, it probably would have gone really badly, to be honest. Like, maybe I could have gone on there, but who knows. So, he has forces arriving in Paris, it seems, but Milan over here actually has been reinforced. Ah, he's moved to their province. Okay. Well, it's a good job we haven't pushed across there, actually. We could have done that in time, but we didn't. He has forces moving up to Verona. He may look to counterattack. Ah, we have our own counterattack over here. Now, we are probably... Wow, we actually did okay. We actually did score a victory there. I was about to say we're probably up against it due to the fact that we're like 1-1. But that's pretty good. So it is a victory. It has forced them to cede the battlefield here, which is good for us. Hey, Dinner Hugh, good to have you, my man. But that's a good victory for us there. That's good. Try and keep their fighting capacity low, and maybe we can even push. Right, we do lose a garrison over here. Okay, he's moving to defend over here, but again, we are just preparing to break through. It is a bit of a tricky spot because my flanks here are a little bit exposed, but there's not too much down here. And I can frankly move forces around. Like, I've had too many armies really on the front lines. Sorry, too many corps on the front lines. So what I'll do then is spread things about. We are seeing just the British over here, but honestly, I only have to punch through in one location. And then I'm just that much closer. Like, after that point, I'm on the outskirts of Paris, and it's just, well, as soon as I get there, then we'll see. Seeing forces move around. And again, this is just due to my ineptitude to supply. I should have had things under control. And I didn't. But I've learned a lesson there. But had that not been the case, I think we might have actually finished the campaign by now. Because I could have been much further ahead. But it's just really keeping that supply, always having those depots established. And that's the lesson learned there. Now, we have inflicted a fairly decent blow there, but I don't think I have the capability to push forward. If I did have the fresh army, maybe. Okay. I don't think we're going to see an Italian offensive. It looks like it's going for defense and depth, but honestly I'll go this way. It's a minor river crossing rather than a major river crossing, I think. We do have our forces over here. Yep, we have our proper army over here now. So we have another army here. We'll have another army to arrive soon as well. We have this position now too, which is good. The Italian Navy has arrived. Interesting. Looking for the assault at Trento. Is that going to happen? Oh, is it just surrendered? Maybe it's just surrendered here today. That could always happen too. Well, we'll see. It may have just surrendered, honestly. In which case that'd be quite amusing, but I guess we'll see. But I did order an assault, so I don't know a reason why it wouldn't go ahead. We're at 44 morale. Yeah, changes for objectives. So it looks like it actually did surrender. And we gained the changes from surrender. Yeah, so we actually gained 4 national morale from the fall of Trent over here. Which is pretty fantastic, actually. That's really good news there. Okay. Now we're cooking on gas. I do have my forces over here at Venice, and I'm going to go ahead and take Venice. Well, maybe not this turn. But very soon we will have Venice under our control. Very soon. Let's see, I've got another commander over here. I could probably put the artillery inside those cores, actually. Let me go ahead and do that. do have the cavalry there, but it won't fit in. Let's see. 411, 423. 423 is actually a pretty good commander. I've got another core commander over here, so in fairness, I could have these forces brought onto command properly. Like so. Yeah, he's actually pretty good. And then, wow, 100. He's pretty awful. So not exactly ideal. But there we go, we have a proper army over here now. And they have some actual heavy guns there. Some decent heavy guns. It's about equivalent to like 4 regiments of heavy guns. Yeah, these are like brigades. Ignore that it says regiments, they're actually not right. Let me go ahead and have these forces sent out. They can recover then. But yeah, the Bulgarians are doing a good job. We just need those supplies to build up and then we're good to go. So we did move forward here. This army obviously not in a great situation due to supply, but they've got ammunition, they just need supply. But supply should be moving through here. I should now have a depot. Yes, I've got a depot over at Padova. And supplies are beginning to... Well, there was no supply reached here. Supply received here, I should say. I do have to think if I want to pull back from that position. It's not as if I can't take it again. It would be a pain in the ass, but... Yeah. But I think what we'll do then is have the supplies move forward. I do have new supplies that have actually just been finished off, thankfully, so I'll go ahead and have those move forward this turn. And then there's 2 over here. That'll give us plenty enough to actually build up the supply depots. Also, the supply coming in there would be really handy. It'll just help to alleviate the situation to begin with, so that's very nice. And then we'll be able to move forward. I do have a number of calls over here. Yeah, our forces are recovering, which is good. As they say, nature is healing. The Austrians are healing. I'll organise this army properly in a little while. Yeah. Again, heavy guns can be moved over here. I moved out the... Yeah, these guys need to recover too. Eugene von Osterreich looks like he's recovered. That's great news. Yeah, really great news. And there's a lot of artillery over here as well. So what I'll go ahead and do then is have Eugene von Osterreich moved over here to Venice. And then we'll have those heavy guns put to use. Honestly, if I could have brought down the... Yeah, once we had like the super heavy artillery, but hey. Just a second here. Alright. Okay. But yeah, we'll be looking pretty good here. We'll have the artillery come down. And then I think once we do have Venice under our command, if I could actually bring supplies in via sea, that's really, really going to help. Because that just means there's another wave of supplies to come across here, which would be fantastic. But I think we will have it under our command. I think all I need to do is just gain a breach over here that I can assault. The city, well, yeah, it's in marshland, and there's a pretty strong force over here. But frankly, there's not really a threat to my forces over here, and I can go for it. Where's Ravenna, actually, now that I think about it? Oh, there's Ravenna. Interesting. Surprised it's not city, sorry, a city in the swamps, which is kind of what it was, isn't it? But maybe those swamps have actually since been drained, so I may be wrong there. But yeah, we can see these forces over here. You can see the amount of supply that they have. Like, this has 36 supply. This has 68 supply. That's a shitload of supply just to have to go to something like that. I think that's really where I was going wrong. But take a look at the French situation over here, then. 1,000 supplies received. Apparently I sent some supply forward, so that's interesting. 192 supply. Again, no supply there. I really do need, like, a depot here. But I think what I'll do then is have the army just here. Oh, I do have some supply here, so that can kind of remain. Yeah. Yeah, so with these guys in place, it's looking good. We have the position here, which is excellent. I mean, that is another city under our command. It just gives us more room to play with. Also, the fact that I've spread my forces out, it means I have more, like, countryside to pick clean like a locust. I don't imagine there'll be a lot of countryside left now, after a few years of war. But we'll see. Yeah. I do have the supply over here. Did I really mean to send them here? Probably not. Don't think I really wanted them here, but okay. May as well give them to the armies then. Let's see. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is we'll order the construction of a depot here. And that'll be good. I've got quite a few more commanders over here that I could use. But yeah, I really need army commanders so I can make proper use of our forces, but it'll be okay. I mean, the excellent thing is now that we have level 7 forts. Those aircraft move pretty quick. And I bet they're going to be causing hell in this area. Have to see about that. But yeah, just getting them out of here. I frankly don't need them here, and frankly they were probably taking too much supply. Like, let's see. Yeah, 36 supply, 36, 36. I mean, if every one of them's 36, that's a lot of supply. Like, that's more than, like, a core. That's maybe, like, equivalent to, like, 2 cores, 3 cores, something like that. And that is a lot. That is, like, really a lot. And obviously, we are testing our logistical system by having so much in this area. Just crackers. I'm pretty tempted to even have, like, cores moved out of the area, just have armies, because, frankly, do I need them? How's the weather looking? We're looking at clear weather here. So, we're going to have a depot built up over here. Our forces, I think, are nearing the point of filling up on supplies. Like, they're getting up there now. Like, that's looking good. When the new supply's finished, I'll have them sent over to Sedan. Whoa, don't destroy the rail, that'd be a bad idea. I do have a oh no, it's a cavalry corps, but it's actually infantry. Okay. As you do. I'm going to go ahead and have these corps actually sent to... I may even have the Dutch sent back to the Netherlands, honestly. I don't know. Or actually, maybe have the Dutch just sent down this way. Hard to say. Maybe have these seaplanes sent to the sea. Yeah, they can march. That doesn't really much matter. Yeah, tanks are underway. Tanks will actually be ready soon enough. Honestly, I may be able to get the tanks involved in the offensive, the final offensive, basically. And I've got some more fighters, which kind of feeling like I regret those now, but hey. It is what it is. I don't know. Once I've built up the supplies, then maybe I can bring the aircraft to the front. Just have them there just to really help with the breakthrough, but we're looking pretty good. There's honestly not even that much in Paris. Like, I could probably punch through that, but I need that depot. Like, I know I could punch through that, and him spreading his forces out over here is risky, beyond risky for him, I must say. Okay. Some heavy guns over here. Heavy guns are always a very good thing to have. Yeah. We're actually still building up our fortifications here, so These guys will take longer to build up because there's not as many of them. Build it up over here, we're at level 6 now. At level 5 over here, we have level 7 here. We have the river as well, like we have the river Mars to secure our position. And frankly, this is it. It is tempting to have the assault take place, but I'm going to have our forces really fully stockpile, or just get the supply up there as much as I can. I really do want a supply depot there, and I would like to do that. If I can make that happen, that'd be great. But yes, we're looking good now. Fact is, we have Trento secured, so let's go ahead and take a look at his morale. Yeah, ooh, wow, okay, his morale down to 25. That's lower than I actually envisioned. That's really low. That's hurt him a lot, it seems. Yeah, that's painful. Yeah, that's a gold star there. Yeah, Trento Trieste. Honestly, bringing it in Italy is such... It's some sort of a liability. To a degree, anyway. I mean, this is it. We ceded that land and it cost us. It did cost us. It really did affect the economy for a long time. So it wasn't like a one-to-one trade. So it seems like gold stars are the ones that really matter. I don't think we really have any others. Interesting enough, London's a silver star, but we know. Maybe it's because it's a silver star. Maybe it's a silver star when you don't have it, and a gold star when you do have it. Something like that. Yeah, as Null says there, mutiny may be imminent. We'll go ahead and use the Zeppelins over here again. Really excellent observation from last turn. And that's another national morale knocked off then, in theory. So we're looking pretty good. We've actually gained morale, which is good for us. So let's see there. Yeah, so they surrendered at Trento. Yeah, that was brilliant now. That's really handy for us, actually. Our Zeppelins are bombing London. Really good for us. I was going to say the submarine's not back yet, but they should be back now. Right, Sudan, I just cannot have forces at Sudan. They really are just starving to death, and that is just incredible. Really. And that's because they don't have a depot there, so supplies are just not sticking there. I need a depot there as soon as I can get it. Let's see, so this turn... 600 for recruitment. Okay. Right, I'm just recruiting supply wagons now. I didn't know you could do that before, but now I do, and it really does help my supply situation a lot. I thought you had to find out amount. I'm like, wow, that's really hardcore. I'm just an idiot. I'm just a bit of an idiot, apparently. I'm going to shift this core back over here. Well, actually, maybe I can put this, put the core in here. Like, they do have supplies, so in theory, they should be okay now. I will have supplies moving forward here, shortly enough, so we should be good. Yeah. That supply situation's really rough. But we'll have a depot here soon enough then. We'll have new supply coming in. Yeah, they don't carry a huge amount. I mean, this is it. It's like a single supply wagon can't supply a squadron, so that shows you how much they actually did consume. Our forces over here did a great job. We managed to actually kick the enemy back. We did take casualties, so I can't be really pushing that envelope, but we did inflict damage. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe we did do a lot of damage, because they're not particularly special. Ah, the enemy bombed our position over here, okay. They took 12 hits there. So, I think we have lost all of our German... Can I just destroy this? I think it cost me VP, actually. Oh, only 2 VP, who cares? I don't want to give it to them. But yeah, that would be all of our colonies gone then. Yeah, pretty much every colony gone now. But honestly, yeah, that's not bad. Japanese having a great time. We'll see what they say after the war's over. Right, so the capture of Trento has done much to bolster the support for the war. Has it, though? Has it, though? We'll see about that. Alright, I see. Yeah, so do have an army here now. This army will be here in about 14 days. Supply is not particularly great, though. Now, we're actually blockaded here. But I do have supplies coming into me, so I'm honestly in a fine situation. I really don't know what the supply situation is going to be like over here for him. I don't think it's going to be great. He's received some additional supply, but he's not really... I mean, he's got cavalry and supply over there, so he's trying to bring in more. Like, he really is fighting for this. It is kind of like on life support, though. That's the only problem there. Right. And these are good troops. These are like my best. These are like my best here with the heavy artillery as well. So that's good stuff. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, because they're low on supply and munitions, is I'll have them sit over here for a little while. Basically build that up again. I'll have this army moved over here. That'll be there in 6 days. I can send out something to push forward here. Oh, I actually have this corps, actually, that has rebuilt, which is so lovely. Yeah, that's great. That's rebuilt now. I need to move on this position here. I'll be there in 4 days. Yeah. Move across there. Yeah. He's very fortunate there that it's a size 5 city, so he's getting at least some supply, but it's not a lot. And this kind of reminds me of the Finland situation here. But I mean, this is a thing, like, we have forces collecting in the area. We've taken the ports. It's kind of like an emergency situation here for the Entente. And there's not all that much you can do, unfortunately. So we'll have battleships ready in 20 days, 70 days there. Looking at 60 days, 100 days. God, they're still so far away. Eventually we'll have our dreadnoughts back. Honestly, gotta really manage the fleets, as we've found. But we're looking good. I mean, I do have all these forces, so what I'll do is I'll probably bring these forces forward as we need them. Yeah. I think taking this city over here and actually just using it for its value as a depot as well on the rail line. That'd be great. Yeah, supply stock, supply received. You can see the amount going through here. But the good news is, like, I've started to actually stockpile supply here. So it just needs to move forward. Yeah, supply received sent. Supply received. Yeah, if we can take Venice as soon as possible would be ideal. Right, these supply wagons can actually move forward. Help them build up. Yeah, the amount of supply that's moving forward is crazy. Can I move into the Argonne? I don't know. I feel like the French have got to be stretched at this point because they've really had to spread out. But he's never really relented on Verdun. I can understand why, to be honest. It shows you how large the Entente army is, though. Yeah, we're at 8% over here. The US quickly moves the Entente. Very quickly moves. Yeah, our Zeppelins are bombing London. That's really good. So in terms of how we progress, how we proceed from here. I do want to think about this line over here. I just need, if I can get a depot over here, then I can just station plenty of cores and stuff like that. These bloody troops are amazing. I'll have to bring them in for the final battle, really, just for the fun of it. I am tempted to move Von Bahn. Today it is additional heavy guns as well. It could likely cover things. I think I will have him shifted. I don't know. He's not actually completely covering things right now, to be fair. Yeah, this guy's actually really good for sieges. So push forward the cavalry here, then it means I don't have to... I'll leave a force over here, but just spreading out and taking what I can would be very useful. I think once we do have the depot here, then I think I will probably go for an assault on the outskirts of Paris, to be honest. Right, I'm just moving through here, causing just trouble. Looks like his stationed units are over here. If we had the rail lines to go this way, it'd be great, but I just don't. Like, these rail lines don't connect, and with that, it means I can't really sustain an offensive down there properly. I mean, I could, but it's not worthwhile doing. But yeah, taking control of the Argonne over here will give us a little bit more of a buffer zone to work with there. Will be very handy. But we do have all these forces over here. And these are armies that are pretty good. And they're just building up their supplies. Sooner or later we'll have supplies enough. We'll be able to push forward the gas as well. And I do have a national morale to use gas twice, so and I will use gas twice. Just, yeah, that'd be great. But yes, the situation is developing. Honestly, it's been an interesting one. I've learned a lot here. Learned a lot. I'm going to go ahead and take these heavy guns, because frankly, they're going to be useful at Venice. Oh, he's actually pretty good for this sort of thing. Yeah, that siege bonus is pretty good. So I'll have that leader move forward. He's actually a pretty fine commander. I mean, he's strategically decisive, which is pretty good. Yeah, there we go. So we'll have that that firepower move forward, that supply move forward, and then once I do take Venice, having the depot, in theory, I have the port or at least the naval base there. It's also an objective as well. It won't take national morale away from him, but it's good for us to have nonetheless. But yeah, once we have that, we'll be good to go. It's a very tight confines, but there's not that much over here. So once we have the Austrian war machine resupplied, then we can and we will punch through. and there's not much you can do about it. Unfortunately, our big objectives are quite far away. I don't think we'll ever get to Rome, sadly. It would be really fun to get to Rome, but it's not going to happen. But the war is really in the last few turns now, I think. We'll have the depot built up over here. I mean, really, once that depot's built up, then we just go forward. We just go for it, I think. Really got to give it to the Nomad for fighting to the very end here, but it is nearly there now. Paris has a hell of a fort, but we have super heavy guns that can reduce. Yeah, that can reduce the fortifications, and just the sheer amount of firepower we have will be really up there. I mean, we'll have tanks as well in the near future, so like we'll double the amount of tanks we have, which is a pretty big deal. I think in Venice we'll probably see him increase the amount of tanks he has, but just, yeah, we have many tanks. Many tanks. Over at the Austrian. Oh, right, yes, forgot about these. Get those moved up too. That'll be very handy. Yeah, we're looking at 106 days, 90 days there, so we'll have additional Austrian tanks there, and of course these being late model tanks will make a bigger difference at that, so that's really nice. Yeah, that assault damage really adds up. Who knows? I don't think we'll get stormtroopers before the end, but I mean, this is it. We're at that point in time where even if we had to wait until like the weather worsened, or I don't think so. We've got really until like September time before we have to start worrying about that. So we have time. We'll build up over here. Like we'll take the city over here as well. Establish a depot. I'll make sure that I have all of this actually like firmly held. But if I can just improve the supply situation by bringing in more supply wagons, we'll really be much better off there. We've won battles over here, which is ideal. That means that we can actually, yeah, and that's good. It shows you how deadly the Sinai is. Yeah, he's pulled back over here. We did reclaim these areas, or at least attempt to. Yeah. This is it. Things have turned about. We've lost the colonies, but honestly we're pretty supreme on land, so that's pretty nice. But there we go, so thanks for watching there, ladies and gents. We did have the Fall of Trento here today. And really no attacks for next turn, unfortunately. Unless we have something take place over here at Argonne, in the Argonne. You're just building up. I think I'll probably just keep building supply wagons and bring forth all of that, really. There'll be 2 turns. But when they are done, they're done then. Tanks will be done in the near future too. Yeah, we've got a lot of assets to work with. So, thank you for watching, ladies and gents. We're in the last few turns here, really. Which is going to be exciting. We're going to be bombing London again with the Zeppelins, which is ideal. That means that we can actually, yeah. We can actually keep sapping the Entente's national morale. And if we take a look over here then, so we've almost passed the 5 million, they've almost passed the 3 million mark. We are getting there. I think we've got all the objectives that we could take that are not the capitals, basically. But taking Paris is the biggest one there. And once Paris is gone, then that's it. Like, yeah. Game over, basically. That'd be nice. I think we may have a decisive victory, but I guess we'll see. I mean, the game would end completely in 1919, early Jan, but we'll not get there. So we really are just in the latter phase of the war here, really. There's been many men who have given their lives to be at this position. Well, for us to be here, but we're nearly there. And this is it. Down to 25 national morale. Those mutiny checks happening each turn. It can happen. It can happen. Yeah. Almost there. I do have a cavalry here, but I don't think I can penetrate. Unfortunately. I dreamed of having cavalry across France, but it's never going to be. Unfortunately. But, we'll see. But there we are. So thanks for watching there, ladies and gents. I hope you've had a great time. And yeah, you can see that the situation is developing in our favour now. We're building up those depots. Once we have the armies actually filled up, and I think that's the thing, we had so many battles, so many battles, that it exhausted the supply that we built up. And I think that exhausted supply had happened pretty quick. And especially as we move deeper into France, and especially as we don't have depots, that became a bigger problem. It shows you how valuable depots are. Really valuable. The fact that I don't have a depot over here at Sedan, and that's really hurt me. Shows you a lot, but it shows you just how important it was that we established a depot over here to begin with. But there we are. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a great one, and goodbye.